next one, I will pick this one, to tell you the truth. I think Bank Street's needed. We quite like Bank Street. We've got Bank Street, got University Street. It won't take long to power. I can go down here. Oh heck. Not sure if I like that sound or not. That's the sound of the minecarts. So I have a minecart circuit underneath, keeping the repeaters alive for chunk unloads and reloads, which I think I looked at in episode 2. Now with the latest snapshot, they make a lot of noise, as you can hear. What the hell was that? Oh, yeah. Fire charges now make a lot of noise as well. Okay. So this is good. This is the bank building, and this is actually a fairly good replica of the bank. So when we go inside Bank Street, we'll actually see that the bank itself looks like this. We'll look at this in a bit of detail, because we're gonna go to Bank Street. Bank Street is one of the few places in the map that is actually part of Chronotide City that you can walk down. What I originally wanted to do with Chronotide was that each vault went down one of the streets. Let's go in here. Wow, that's quite a sound that is, isn't it? Sounds like a blazer's flame. Okay. This is what I was talking about. This is Bank Street, and the buildings here match the street from the Chrono Crystal in the ruins. This is I think this is one of 2 streets which are similar to this. We have this street and we have University Street. Now, originally, as I was saying, the whole map was going to be just the streets going down to main buildings, but how boring would that be, really? Just walking down a street of houses to get to a main building at the end of it. And so, halfway through Chronotide development, and another delay appeared as I completely changed it and introduced the cemetery and the sewers, the Zentrium Corporation, Wintertide, the theatre. So I introduced 5 more zones, even though I had 5 zones ready. I scrapped them and rewrote them. As you can see, we've got the villages here. Again, these villages are set to a 5-second death time with 0 health. And they have, I think it's a fire protection potion effect on them, just to give them a glow. Now what I've been thinking about doing is changing this, but I don't know how it would work in peaceful mode. I'm going to change this. I have a play around with this, but I think having creepers blinking and out, zombies, would definitely freak players out a lot more than having villagers. And why not? I think that'd be quite good. A whole horde of silverfish appearing, and then just having them vanish in front of your eyes. It'd be quite good. So, as you can see, this is the old city, and these are the shops. This one here is Jenny's Perfumery. And Jenny's Perfumery, hello. This is a shout to Jay Gazmon, one of the fine beta testers I had for Chronotide. I tried to make this as girly as possible for her. A nice pink sofa, and gave her a perfume shop that sells debonair, suave and charming, I believe. So what have they turned into? Okay, potions of invisibility. Suave, still the same, that's good. And, ooh, night vision. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change those, that's a shame. So it looks like the unused potions are now being used. Right, not a problem. I'll change those around. Take that. Oops. Put those pictures in there. I don't need fire children. I'm gonna stick on a gold nugget, some string. Don't need this really, do I? I don't need a brewing stand. Or a glass bottle. Cordial potions are still the same. That's good. I'm liking that. Put those pants on. And has Jenny gone insane? Yes, she has. Such a delightful day. The sun is shining. Such a delightful day. The sun is shining, and I'm really looking forward to the darkness destroying us. I'm pretty sure that Jenny is a lovely person in real life. Just I had to portray everybody, even if I knew them, as a slightly mad. I hope nobody got offended about that either. A couple of invisible disappearing customers there, Jenny. Sorry about that, I seem to have scared them off. Comsger's dental care. Now, Comsger is, this is another shout. Comsger created Wizard Battles, which I've been playing and testing for a couple of months now, and I quite enjoy it each time I get a chance. And it's very rare I get a chance to play it these days, but when I do, I really enjoy it. And I play that with Matt Trim and a couple of other guys, King Glau. So yeah, this is referenced to, and this is his heat treatment chair and his ice treatment chair, because the wizards have fire power. You can be a fire wizard or you can be an ice wizard. And all dental work is guaranteed. I wonder if Comsger actually knows that. Okay, we have an empty room here. Nothing in the jukebox. Whoops. Ah, teeth. The taste of fresh blood on tooth enamel is invigorating. I must pull more. Excellent. The sound on wood is different as well. I'm walking on stone. Yeah. Walking on wood has a different sound. That's good, that'd be nice to know. If I spawn mobs, I can get them to walk around on that. Give the footfall sound effect. That'll be nice. Okay. I shan't bore you with all the buildings, shall I? They are rather nice buildings. This is trim and proper. This is a shout to Matt Trim. When I did shoutouts on the map, what I wanted to do, I'd done shoutouts before to everybody who was on my YouTube channel, because I only had a handful of people then, and they were basically the people who had played my first map, Dr. Frinklebottom, and this time around I had quite a few on YouTube, so I couldn't make a shout out to everybody on there. It'd be quite silly of me to even try. So what I did was I gave a shout to everybody on my Twitter page at that time. So everybody who was following me on Twitter got a shout somewhere or other inside of this map. Okay, changing rooms. This is a shout to Ron Malik, although I did spell his name wrong. This is a nice looking suit. I hope Cooperton is okay running the bank in my absence. Now, it's a little known fact, and Ron probably doesn't know this, but we're never quite sure if it's Ron S. Malik or Ron Smalik. So we're never sure. Nobody's sure. You can ask Thadderin the same thing. He's not sure on whether it's R.S. Malik or R. Smalik. So, apparently, I have a feeling it's R. Smalik. There you go. Little known information. Perhaps Ron will tell us. and say, "Hey, you've got it wrong, you daft sod. That's not my name." Ooh, and an iron sword. I'll switch to that. I'll leave that one there, it's a bit rubbish now. What we got? I've just seen an energy core appear in the middle of the street. Looks like the ones that are in the Chrono Crystal. But looking at the crystal, all the energy cores are still in place. Ooh, the plot thickens, and that's by Matt Trim as well. Right, I best eat before I forget, and I'm carrying hats. Lots and lots of hats, aren't I? Do I need that many hats? I bet I don't. Seems a shame to be carrying all these hats and wooden swords. I've got that spare bow as well. Good grief. I'm becoming a hoarder, aren't I? That's what's happening with my equipment. There we go. Let's leave Matt's shop alone. Now there's two unnamed buildings here, but the one we'll have a look at is the Noughts and Crosses Lounge before we get to the bank. And yes, that's a pound sign. There was no way I was going to make it a dollar sign. I'm from Britain, and I thought, what the hell? Yes, the dollar sign's more recognisable, but I'm going to keep it as a pound sign. The Noughts and Crosses Lounge. Now, in here, behind the bar, this is originally, before I put the furniture in, you can see that this was a 0, this was an X, or a naught I should say. This is an X, and that's another naught under the stage. So before I furnished it, it was quite noticeable, and it was originally called a tic-tac-toe bar, but I'm British, and there's no way at all I'm going to stick with that, so no way. I'm hoping the customers haven't noticed how dark it is going outside. I wouldn't want to start a panic while the SVM band are playing. Must not laugh, must not. Yes, yeah, band, yes. SVM band, as in Sean V. Martin. Now, unfortunately I spelled Sean's name wrong there. He's S-H-A-W-N, not S-H-A-U-N. So, apologies there, Sean. The cordial potions are still the same, and crap, sparkling potions. That's a potion of invisibility now. Sparkling potions are now used. Right. Really go into a bar and get a potion of invisibility. What the heck? What kind of bar's that then? Hello. Right, the SVM band. We'll have a listen to this, because if you jump on here, there we go. Oh, isn't that great? As everybody else has done. It's a brilliant effect. I think it was Ron that did this originally. It makes you play really well. It makes you look like you're actually playing. It's marvellous. Yeah, that's a small kind of Easter egg, because you don't have to do this, you don't have to jump on that, and it's not noticeable. And there's a whole array of note blocks behind that wall. And that tune there being played is a track by the Pixies, and it's oh, what's it called now? Oh grief, Is She Weird? That's what the track's called, and of course the tempo's been accelerated some, and we'll have a look at that later on maybe. Right, Secure Bank of Malik. Again, is it Ron S. Malik or is it Ron Smalik? So there we go, it's Malik unfortunately this time round. But I don't think Ron minds. He has seen this after all. Let's dodge the potions. Now the potions there are just there for the scare. Miss Hatford has her buck here. Jenkins has just come into the building carrying what he says is an energy core. I take a look at it, believe that he is indeed correct. Place it in our vault until we know what the devil is happening. Frightfully English. Miss Hatford. Frightfully English names as well, Hatford and Jenkins. So this is the bank. Okay. 2 sets of stairs as you walk through the door. Oh, and a light switch. Go on then, we'll pull that. I have a minecart running backwards and forwards, flickering the lights. And now I can hear the damned minecart, and that just sounds strange. Not sure I can live with that. Stupid Man by Smythe. As well, the formation in here is tick. By the way, if anybody wants to know, because the formation of the chest in this room is tock. Tick, tock. It's a time travelling map. There we go. Jenkins has placed the energy core in our main vault. He believes that the damn thing laughed at him. Stupid man. Oh, turn that off. Bloody noisy light. Ooh. So we have a bit of the old corruption happening around here. And it shows where people go mad. We get this corruption happening around, don't we? We had it in the sewers with Joe. I don't think Mr. Cooperton believes I heard laughter coming from the energy core. I'll show him. I'll show them all. Hatred, fear, die. Such pleasant people, aren't they? So we can actually say that as soon as the darkness spilled my tea by Mr. Cooperton, Miss Hatford was bringing me a delightful cup of tea. When she disappeared in front of me, she seemed to fade away, and I watched the cup hit the floor. Spill my tea. How barely English is that? I can hear noises and I'm trying to work out what the noises are. Okay. There should be a picture there. That's come off in the move. And obviously the pictures are coming off for some reason. There's an issue with them in this particular snapshot. Has to be. Right. Access. Oh dear. Indeed. Oh dear. Yeah. Monsters. Lots of monsters. There we go. They're the weird ones. Come on, come on, come on. They're so funny. They are so freaky. I love these. I wish they were like this all the time. They're just so blooming brilliant. I think it's the testificate zombies. They look like that. I think they're great. They spawn from there. The signal, when you pull the lever, it opens the pistons and sends a signal up there, which fires a piston. It fires a dispenser, and that's a pressure plate on a fence, so that it empties the dispenser in typical hyper spawner fashion. Pressure plate here, unavoidable. Spawns in 2 zombies. Oh, look at him. Iron sword. He's a posh zombie. Yeah. However, there's nothing of value in this top room here. What we're looking for is down here. The energy core. Now I've got blocks of diamonds in here, and perhaps I should have added blocks of gold as well, since it's a bank vault. Got emeralds, castiers, blaze powders in there. I don't think I need to take those. I'm not going to be doing any brewing. Now behind these 2 blocks here are dispensers. When I take the energy core, those blocks will retract and fire the dispensers, which hold the blazers. And that's where the blazers come from. get the pumpkin. I've actually seen some unfortunate soul like smash the pumpkin, it landed in here, and a blaze set it on fire. Which I felt really bad for. Really, really bad. I don't like to be unfair with the players. Ever, really. Okay, now. Okay, now that I've got the energy core, I think I shall switch to creative mode and we can have a quick look around here. Okay. Now, what I will show you is that there's another dying golem around here, around this part of the chrono crystal, even though I've not put the crystal on top here, but we get the gist of what that is. I couldn't as well here. I'd have loved to have put grass in this garden, but I was unable to, because if I had, I would have had the mushrooms or mushroom cows spawning in this area, because all of the nether is Mushroom Island. So I would have had lots of, you know, lots of cows spawning around here, which would have been quite silly, it wouldn't fit in at all. Okay, right. Most of the redstone happens here. So if I just break through this roof, there we go. That's the minecart that flickers on and off for the lights. So that moves forward. Shall we? Let's get a switch, and I can, or a lever, I should say. There we go. And you can hear the new sounds. That was silent before. Very industrial sound. Yeah. Oh, I'll have a use for that sound, don't you worry. But not here, not when I'm trying to make a quiet circuit. Let's smash our way through the back here. Okay, what we have, well, many spawns around the side. These are all just to spawn the villagers around in the building. This is the gas screamer. This is a dual gas screamer, this particular model. This is one of the first ones I created before I made the smaller compact one. The smaller compact one was suggested by Nurgle Bunny when he hopped onto my server and we were developing all kinds of devices for our maps. He actually showed me a smaller design on the gas screamer using Ethos Hyperspawner. Now, it didn't spawn fast enough, and I've gone through this description, but it was my first iteration, my first design was this huge box with cacti on the top. Yes. Now what does this do? Oh yeah, this is the pumpkin room. Behind that is where you collect the pumpkin. Typical bud switch. The simplest of course is the diagonally powered ones, which I showed in my tutorial for the NPC responses. I love my bud switches, you should know that by now. This is the array of note blocks for the note block tune. Now it does look a lot, but there's only half used. As you can see here, this line of redstone dust, that's where it stops and it loops right round to the beginning, because they change note blocks so you can't hear them the further they go away. Originally it used to be okay, you used to be able to hear note blocks for quite some distance, but you can't now, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't really think people want to sit through an entire song. I'm not sure on that. There's another You've seen this design, we've used it at the Centrium. This is a proximity detector, which if we go down here, underneath, I think this just opens up a door. Yeah, I've broken the door. Yep, that opens the doors. If comms just dental again, there should be others around here that sorry guys, I keep bricking your little village. And there's others around here for potion smashing, etc. So that's, I think that's it. There's not much else to show you redstone wise in here. It's more of me just telling you why the area is. Okay, let's get back to normal mode, non-cheaty mode. Bats. Oh, I'm hoping to see more bats. It's raining. Lovely. Let's go and put this back on the old monument. Oh. Parkour. Oh, I'm using rubbish at it. Just going to use this just to drop down. Yeah, you can hear the minecarts under the ground here. Sounds strange. Now hopefully, if comms just... I'm going to toggle that off. The rain looks a little thicker. I could put the texture pack. There we go, that's better. Now, the lights are actually on Bank Street, so if I power it, it should switch to the next one that's available, and that means that the next one available is this one here. Ah, the theatre. So, I shall leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Vladimir. Take it easy. I shall see you next time. See ya, folks.